Now, with Emma Potland in the news and as someone myself who personally battles with mental health, I thought I would share some facts your way today. In the UK, 16 million people experience mental health and 70 million workdays are lost due to mental illness, and it's therefore now the leading cause of sickness and absence from work.
Now, the number of medicines dispensed for anxiety, depression, obsessive compulsive disorder and panic attacks has doubled, more than doubled in the past 10 years, and sadly there are about 6,000 suicides in the UK each year due to mental illness, and it's the biggest killer of men up to the age of 49.
Now on the line we've got Jille Tringham, who herself has learned how to overcome depression and anxiety. How are you doing, Jille?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
We're all right, aren't we, Ginge?
We're not too bad.
We're bearing
rocking and rolling.
Fabulous.
First of all, Jille, how did you overcome depression and anxiety? Because it's quite a hard thing to do, isn't it?
It's absolutely a hard thing to do, especially when you're very much in that dark place and you can't see a way out of it. On top of which, I used to have panic attacks as well. So, well, in short, I needed to do something because I couldn't carry on the way I was. And I wasn't sort of cash rich, as it were. And so I started to really research what had worked for other people and started to adopt some of these practices. In particular, meditation was very powerful for me. And once I'd learnt to manage that myself, I actually was then able to start helping my son, who, for certain reasons, had also started to have panic attacks around the age of sort of 12, 13 years old.
Jille, having overcome depression and anxiety and sort of getting yourself back on track, as you mentioned, you set up a business. So how did you do that, and what does your business involve?
Yes, well, my business is called Meditate Place, and it's based in the West Midlands. And it started out being a place where people could come and learn how to meditate and reprogram the way in which they respond to situations, because meditation is actually very good in terms of visualization, and the brain is unable to differentiate the difference between something that's real and something that's visualized or imagined if it feels real, so the nervous system can't distinguish the difference. It started really because I started to notice people around me at work who were suffering and really struggling, and I started to say to people, why don't you just come to my house and I'll teach you how to meditate. I promise it will make a difference. And it did. And so that's how my business began. I, obviously worked with people for probably over a year before I set up the business. And I saw people in front of me sort of changing, from a really dark place to having positivity, having, thoughts of what they can do with their lives and really feeling optimistic, simply through reprogramming the way they thought, the way they reacted to things, and removing those triggers, the all-important triggers that start some of these conditions. And then, so as my business progressed, I then thought, well, I'm going to get my qualifications, and so studied in NLP, CBT, EMDR, and various other techniques that enable me to really sort of tackle a wide range of issues. But with every one of my clients, either depression or anxiety is part of that, mix of reasons that they come to see me.
And if people want to find out more, Jille, what's the website address for you?
It's www.meditateplace.com. If anyone wants to sort of sample meditation or anything like that, I do now post things on my YouTube channel, which is also Meditate Place. And so that's a really easy way to start meditating if it's something that you've never done before.
We'll have to check that out, Ginge.
We'll have to check it out. I will say, Jille, you've got a very calming voice.
You have?
Yeah, it's very nice listening to you because I can see how
thank
you help people meditate because you have got a very calming voice. So it's lovely to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. And thank you for having me on your radio station. I'm privileged. Thank you.
No, it's been a pleasure, honestly. It's great. Maybe we should do a regular start with Jille.
Well, I'd love that. That would be fabulous.
We'll set it up, Jille. Thanks ever so much for talking to us.
All right then, and thank you very much. Have a good day.